Your imagination is one of your most potent faculties, and unfortunately it's one of the most undervalued faculties among grown-ups. But it is your most potent faculty for imagining your best year. I studied the Lakota people's customs and habits and ways of the world and ways of creating in the world when I was in my 20s. And I came across one of their elders' sayings, which is this: imagine your life richly. Imagine your life richly. Now, when I read that, that's just sort of lit me up and has stayed with me for 20 plus years as kind of a guidepost for how I've tried to, well, live my life imaginatively and intentionally. And I spend a lot of time imagining my future reality. So I've also found that the imagination requires, it's not an escape from reality, it's actually a way deeply into this physical world, into this physical reality with all of its splendor and complications. So the imagination, I've also found, needs sometimes physical aids like an horizon, which is why I brought you out here. So I'm just going to do a quick twist around, and you may be able to see Tracking Wonder headquarters over the dam there, little yellow headquarters. So I come out here and gaze upon what is the Shawangum Ridge. And so what I'm going to have you do is just imagine you're here, out here with me, and you're looking out at that horizon. You're here in the present, and that near future horizon is just like drawing you out into possibility, right? So root down here into the present moment of gratitude, and just take a moment to be grateful. You may even write down like 3 things you're grateful for right now in your life that may not have been true, say, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Who are you now that perhaps you were not expressly 5 years ago? How are you creating that you were not creating 5 years ago? Who are you relating to and how that perhaps was not true 5, 10 years ago? So just put some things in perspective there in relationship to the perceived past, to really impregnate the present. And then with that sense of grateful presence, just feel that near future horizon drawing you out into the coming year. And imagine that horizon is where you will be a year from now. Imagine that horizon is where you will be a year from now. So give yourself some space and time to imagine who you are a year from now. And what have you been doing? What have you been creating? And how have you been doing? How have you been creating? And how have you been relating? And how have you been dealing with inevitable challenges that will arise in the coming year that bring you to this new horizon of possibility? So I encourage you to spend some time with some of those prompts. You can replay this video, and I encourage you to write into those prompts and to really spend some time with your horizon throughout the whole month of December, not just one time, but to really keep seeding back what is that future horizon state to make it real, make it possible. Be well, and thanks for questing with me.